Even though the first update of Chapter 6 Season 4 has just gone live, Chapter 7, you've read the title and thumbnail right, is already being leaked, and it's safe to say it looks like FNAF is finally going to be coming, which we're going to be revealing all the intel about in today's video, which obviously includes a bunch of crazy things happening toward the end of this season, such as the monolith and what this true purpose is, as many people thought it was linked to the Simpsons season, and of course more information on the month-long Simpsons mini-season itself. Before we hop into it all, take 2 seconds to go over to the shop and slap code FM1 in there, only 3 digits long. It means the world to me and my dog Charlie the Charcoal Pug, so much so that we created the FM1 Squad Discord, where we give away most days 1000 V-Bucks to code FM1 users who simply enter each giveaways in the giveaway section by following the rules and provide proof that day that they have code FM1 simply entered in the item shop. And whilst you're clicking buttons, make sure to subscribe as it puts a giant smile on my face. Enough messing around before we hop into the new leaks about Chapter 7 and FNAF coming to the game, which honestly I don't think anyone else is talking about. Even though we've only just seen the first update for Chapter 6 Season 4 37.10, of course this is the entire schedule of what we can be expecting until the release of the next season, being the mini Simpsons season. This means the next update is September 9th 2025, being 37.20, and the final one of this season is October 14th, being the Fortnite Mares update 37.50. Even though Fortnite Mares is going to come around fast, we never got any of the Halloween skins leaked in 37.10, although a lot of skins were added to the files, including the September crew pack. As you can see right here, this skin looks absolutely insane. You can view it for yourself on your own crew pack tab or from managing your subscription. I'm not gonna lie, this thing's kinda hidden, so here's a quick tutorial. Go over to passes, it's gonna say Fortnite crew with this bar on the left hand side right here, and boom, from scrolling along, we can see we have the September crew pack. From clicking it, I've just realised it's doing the normal glitch of this background of V-Bucks and Battle Stars. But nevertheless, these are the styles, firstly starting with Oracle Legacy, Auric Legacy, then we have the Phase Legacy, the Rhymebound Legacy, and finally the Cosmic Legacy. Again, one of the best looking crew packs, and you can also remove the mask. And whilst we're on the menus and such, if we go over to the bonus rewards, you will notice that out of the super styles, obviously all 3 pages revealed, we have an extra on the very end of the last page, which we thought was going to be a companion, but obviously it's this black and gold Dino Megazord. Epic Games have never done this in the past for the secret or unlockable skin with its own section, but it looks like they're making a new thing of it this season. Sadly though, right now it's still not available, even for achieving level 200, as if we go over to Megazord's rewards, as you can see right here, only the skin is visible despite the black and gold style again on the bonus rewards, and that not only goes for page 1 but also page 2, as both of these are unlockable for the first time on September 16th, meaning you can't unlock that style because you can't unlock the skin just yet. We may or may not get these question mark rewards revealed on the bottom of both pages 1 and 2 on September 9th for the release of 37.20, however, September 16th is also the release of another update, being 37.30, where all of these could be decrypted and then added straight away for us to unlock alongside Megazord once the servers do go live. Megazord does kind of feel like a free skin, considering it's in that section that everybody forgets about until the update goes live, alongside the fact people are forgetting that a mythic will roll around with this character, as shown in the trailer, a giant sword, where we can become him in a giant version kind of like Godzilla. An actual free skin that was granted in 37.10, however, for those that already own the Madcap skin, you'll have received this style for free. Even though this is incredibly cool looking and only granted to people who already owned Madcap as a skin, and you'll get it if you obviously purchase it after now, it's only a free style and not the skin I'm referring to, rather so the Thrill Diver outfit, which I believe you need a code for, which actually unlocks a quest to earn the skin, where you have to only earn 100,000 XP, which can easily be done in one game, granting you then the outfit on your account after this is done. If you can't get it this way, don't worry, as data miners have pointed out that it's not exclusive and will be added to the item shop at some point in the future, so you'll be able to pick it up for some V-Bucks. And don't forget, for when this time rolls around, to have code FM1 entered. It not only means the world to me and my dog Charlie the Charcoal Pug, but you maybe could win some V-Bucks inside the FM1 Squad Discord, as we give away 1000 V-Bucks most days. Simply click to enter a giveaway once one goes live, and make sure to provide proof that day of having code FM1 simply entered inside the Fortnite item shop. And just before we dive into Chapter 7 and everything upcoming at the end of the year in December, it seems the storyline's getting kinda crazy now, especially since the first live event occurred in OG. Blastoff replayed or remixed, should I say, leaving a giant red rift in the sky, which obviously then implied that things weren't going to go the way they previously did in these OG seasons of Chapter 1. Not to mention, these mini red rifts caused by the giant red rift crack in the sky caused then props from OG to appear in other modes, such as the Tomato Head vanishing from Tomato Town onto the outskirts of Demon's Domain on the Chapter 6 island, and the motel sign also appearing in Fortnite Reload. Instead of props being red rifted out of OG, it seems the opposite is going to be happening, with the cube reappearing on the outskirts of Paradise Palms, which will be happening according to data miners on the 31st of August, being a Sunday at 2 PM Eastern Time, with the rift in the sky already starting to corrupt, implying that this is going to be upcoming. For some reason, everybody's calling this cube Daniel, so I think we're going to be going with that name as a community. Just like the previous one, the first time in Chapter 1, rolling around the island over 500 times, making its way to Loot Lake, then sinking into it, the red cube Daniel will be doing this again, and here's what it looks like in game. But it's got a twist to it this time, like every event seems to, or story development in OG itself, as when you shoot the red cube, it seems to rift you. Not to mention it's going to be leaving these rune imprints all over the island, setting up Chapter 1 Season 6 OG, as we got several floating areas of where these runes actually were imprinted on the ground when that season started. Not to mention like the purple bouncy Thanos lake that we saw in Chapter 1 Season 5 originally, this will turn red to complement the colour of Daniel, and then once darkness rises, Chapter 1 Season 6 OG starts, we can be expecting this to be how the floating red cube powered island looks. Don't forget, Chapter 1 Season 6 initially introduced pets, which we now know all existing ones are going to be converted into companions, and we have some new companions already leaked. Not only this dog, the turtle, the mecha team leader Doggus mini dog robot, and also the two pugs, but also Kai Cenat's hamster called Lil Cenat, which was actually shown and revealed for the first time at the Las Vegas Sphere. So with the re-release of Chapter 1 Season 6 in this OG mode, as Chapter 1 Season 5 OG ends on the 3rd of October, we're either going to be seeing companions in one of these updates before the end of the season and before the start of the Simpsons one, and definitely way before Chapter 7. But speaking of the Simpsons season, as that's what we're going to be going into next, many people started to believe that this giant monolith on the Battle Royale island was actually connected to this Simpsons mini-season. Considering a giant monolith has been foreshadowed, like the Simpsons predict the future for everything, they also did it with Fortnite in this episode right here, the Chapter 6 island, but this isn't the case. Data miners since the start of this season have been speculating it's going to be some sort of concert or involved in that, like the Mariah Carey one at the end of 2024, I believe, where she also appeared and performed some sort of concert outside a monolith ice cube structure, with the speculation in terms of an artist that might pop out being David Guetta, as I believe he's either still on or was on a monolith tour at the time, and the two just seem to match up perfectly, but this isn't the case. Nor does it have anything to do with the Simpsons mini-season, although we do have more intel on that in just a second that's going to be absolutely crazy. It finally got confirmed in our recent update that the monolith is for a concert, and the name of it is Around the World. The description: make your own version of the iconic music video, obviously referencing Daft Punk, meaning Daft Punk is finally collaborating in Fortnite, but not as a festival headlining artist, rather so getting their own concert in game. Other data miners have speculated this collaboration to be happening on September 27th, whether that's just the event or Daft Punk cosmetics in the item shop, as they do have some really cool wacky looking outfits. The scenery is perhaps going to change after the concert, obviously with the monolith then disappearing, but make most of the Chapter 6 scenery, especially now on the Season 4 island, as the bug infestation or invasion takes over furthermore. The reason I say this is because it was revealed in 37.10, our first update this season, that this might be the last season on our Chapter 6 island as a whole, as apparently the Chapter 6 map discovery is now set to end on November 1st instead of December 1st, which indicates that the Simpsons season could take place in Springfield or on a reload-sized Simpsons-themed island with a Springfield POI like we initially speculated. As of right now, we don't know too much about the Simpsons-themed season, other than the fact from taking a look at our previous mini-season, as it will be called Chapter 6 Mini-Season 2, Galactic Battle. This chapter, we had 5 Battle Pass outfits for this 1 month-long season. Assuming Chapter 6 Mini-Season 2, the Simpsons-themed season, is the same as this first month-long season of Chapter 6 called Galactic Battle or Mini-Season 1, not only is it likely we see 5 Battle Pass outfits instead of the normal 8 like we see in a normal length season, but one of them it's safe to assume is Homer Simpson. Data miners have also revealed upcoming items like the Wild Wasp jars are set to return in this Simpsons mini-season, and also just like the end of our last year-end month-long season, Chapter 2 Remix, it will end with an event, whether it's a concert or not tied into the lore like we saw again in Chapter 2 Remix. I guess we'll have to wait and see, but it's definitely going to be transitioning into what we're moving on to now at Chapter 7 on December 1st. Despite the fact it's called Chapter 7 and everybody wants the 7 to return, as obviously they've been integrated into the crossing over storyline of all the modes now since the Visitor relaunched the Rocket in OG, with us knowing the annual Christmas event called Winterfest will be going down in Chapter 7 Season 1, so hopefully all of these brand new Christmas themed outfits will be Chapter 7 Winterfest skins. If you didn't already know, the theme of Chapter 7 overall when it launches is going to be gala themed, hence why we have a bunch of survey skins dressed like characters that would be going to a gala, which basically is a social occasion with special entertainment entertainments or performances. An example of this being a gala performance by the Royal Ballet, so these events are obviously fancy, meaning you gotta dress up and suit up in your most classy yet outlandish ways with masks. Some people are even speculating because of this gala theme season that we're finally going to be seeing James Bond as a skin in Chapter 7 Season 1, potentially like we see Megazord this season as the secret or unlockable skin in the Battle Pass. But on the other hand of that, a collaboration that no one seems to be talking about was revealed finally, with Fortnite's intentions for adding it in a recent survey released on August 17th. As you can see in the entertainment category, we have Foxy from FNAF, meaning Epic Games are definitely considering working with Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm guessing they would have put more outfits from Five Nights at Freddy's or characters on this list, but they didn't want to make it too obvious with listing same characters from the same show, obviously enforcing that this is already being worked on, which I believe is the case, as we're seeing a Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie releasing on December 5th, 2025, literally 4 days after the release of Chapter 7, and as you guys know, when Fortnite do collaborations, 9 times out of 10, it usually is to complement or coincide with something surrounding said collaboration releasing itself, like a movie, hence Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I can't think of a more perfect time for Epic Games to collaborate FNAF into Fortnite, and obviously all of the animatronic skins would look absolutely crazy and not only sell a battle pass well, but even in the shop as a bundle. Drop a like if you're hyped and subscribe for more with all notifications turned on so you don't miss any future uploads, but don't forget I'm an Epic partner, so enter code FM1 now, literally 3 digits inside the shop, takes 2 seconds, means the world to my dog Charlie the Charcoal Pug, a mascot of the channel as well by the way, and don't forget about the FM1 Squad Discord server where, from following all the rules, you could get 1000 V-Bucks for simply being a Code FM1 supporter, showing entered proof in the Code FM1 proof channel and following the other giveaway rules. In terms of other videos, click either of these 2 YouTubes recommended on screen, it's a good suggestion whilst you wait for the next upload I do publish here on the channel.